Hello, and welcome back to The Honest Left. Today, I want to make just a raw, unfiltered video on just the state of affairs, I guess, in the United States right now. I wanted to make a video talking about Super Tuesday 2, how that went, the state of the election, but then we also have this very big deal, the coronavirus, that is just sweeping United States right now, and the fear, the panic, all that good stuff. I want to make a video about that, so I thought I would just kind of combine them and just go raw. Now normally I would have like a list of points written down that I can refer to. I don't have anything like that. I'm just going to lay it all out and just go with it. So let's do this. Okay, now first off we have the election to talk about. We had Super Tuesday 2, and Joe Biden won 4 out of 6 states, now holds about 150-ish delegate lead over Bernie Sanders, and this really just grinds my gears. This really just gets me going. Normally I wouldn't be swearing stuff in my videos, but there's probably going to be some vulgarity shed here, because I am just pissed off. I'm just very angry that people are actually voting for Joe Biden. Why? Well, because he is very, 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 very obviously not fit to be a president at all. All it takes is looking at one speech, looking at one debate, looking at one interview, which, by the way, he doesn't really do any interviews because of this reason, to see that his brain is not working properly. Now, how the fuck do you vote for somebody who is in that condition? Now, this is one of two things, right? Either people are just completely oblivious to this, and they're just voting for Joe Biden out of the premise that he's Joe Biden and he was Barack Obama's vice president, or I've also seen people trying to defend him, trying to say, oh, you can't diagnose Joe Biden, you're not a doctor. It doesn't take a fucking doctor to look at a Joe Biden speech and be able to see that he can't talk properly, he can't function properly. And now they've changed the debate rules to where they're going to be seated, taking questions from the audience instead of moderators. That doesn't sound rigged at all, does it? Oh, you could just have all these audience plants, give Biden all the softball questions and give Bernie all the gotcha questions. Fucking great, DNC. Amazing. And it's just that, okay? If you see Joe Biden, if you know the state he's in, you see him talk, and you're still voting for him, you are a fucking idiot. You should not be voting. If you can obviously see, if you've watched any debate, any speech, anything, and you are just in complete denial about the state that he's in, you are a fucking idiot. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. This is a presidential election. This is not reality TV. This is not something to be taken lightly. This is deciding the future of our country, and you're voting for a guy who has dementia. This really gets to me. I cannot believe there are people voting for this guy. I cannot believe it. Okay, beyond policy, which obviously I strongly disagree with Joe Biden's point on literally everything. Beyond that, okay, do you want a guy who can't even say one complete coherent sentence? Do you want that guy in the White House, in the Oval Office? Why the fuck? Why would you be okay with that? That makes no sense to me at all. Okay? And I keep seeing all these fucking the Biden bros. Here come the Biden bros. They're all going on Twitter. They're all going, oh, all these Bernie bros, this Russian narrative that Biden has dementia, it's just Russians and Bernie bro. It's not. It's fucking everybody with a brain that can see that Joe Biden is not fit to even be running for president, let alone being in the fucking lead of the Democratic nomination. It is ridiculous. It is disgusting. I cannot believe that this is real. And obviously, okay, I am a Bernie Sanders supporter. Okay, is there some level of bias with that? Absolutely. Obviously, I want Bernie to win. Okay, but even if it was anybody else, okay? Even if it was fucking Pete Buttigieg, he would be a better fucking option than Joe Biden. Why? Because he actually has a brain. He can actually use his brain. Okay? And I hate Pete Buttigieg. He's terrible. He's insufferable. I hate him. Okay? But this is not even about, like I said, this is not even about policy. Okay? The policy is bad. The policy is bad enough. Okay? But then when you take into account, again, I keep hammering the same point, but I just feel like people don't get it. People aren't getting it. Okay? This is not about ideological ideas. This is literally just about one person's health compared to the other person's health. And I keep seeing this. Oh, Bernie's old too, guys. Bernie's older than Joe Biden. Yeah, but Bernie can actually fucking talk. Bernie can actually go up there and talk for a fucking hour. Biden goes up for 7 minutes. His campaign lets him go up for 7 minutes. And it was the worst 7 minutes I've ever seen a politician have. Okay, he was making no sense. He was sitting there saying, "Well, we can, we can't win the election. We can only choose to re-elect Donald Trump." And people want Biden bomb a Democrat. What the fuck is that? What is that? That is not the guy who should be 150 delegates ahead. It's not. Okay? It is not. God. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on from Joe Biden. Okay? Because I don't want the Buyin Bros in the chat laughing about how triggered I am right now, which I definitely am. I'm not even going to hide that fact. I'm so fucking triggered by it. Because it is just, it's pathetic. The fact that voters are so uneducated. The fact that voters are so ignorant or so biased. It's insane. At that point, you don't deserve a president like Bernie Sanders. You don't deserve a president that actually cares about working people, that actually cares about all of Americans and not just the wealthy ones. You don't deserve that if you are so ignorant and uneducated and biased that you vote for a guy who is literally his brain is melting. You vote for that guy, you don't deserve nice things. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, but let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, I don't want the video to get taken down because I'm bullying Joe Biden. Okay, sorry YouTube. Sorry YouTube algorithm. It's satire. I mean, it's not satire at all, but it's satire. Okay. Coronavirus. Now this one is crazy because this is happening at a speed that is just unfathomable. You know, it was just a couple weeks ago where we had, the first cases show up here in the United States, and now we're fucked. To put it lightly. Okay? Yesterday, there was some big things that were going on that just shows you how fucked we are. Okay? When you have sports leagues whose only goal, whose only care in the world is making as much money as humanly possible, when they are postponing their seasons, when they are suspending seasons, where they are having games played without fans there, without the ticket sales, you know that we are fucked. Okay, when you have people, again, I just said this, but let me just reiterate. Okay, these sports leagues, the NBA, the MLB, the NCAA, whatever, their only care in the world is money. And they are basically just throwing money away by doing this. Okay, so the NBA announced yesterday, after Utah Jazz player was diagnosed with coronavirus, they announced that they are suspending the season entirely. And I have heard rumors that this suspension of the season could last up to 60 days. That is 2 months. No ticket sales. No TV revenue. None of that. 2 months. Because of this disease. Okay, and then the NCAA, at first they said, okay, we're going to play our March Madness tournament, but we're not going to have any crowds at the game. And then today, when I looked, now they are postponing the tournament altogether. Now this is crazy. Again, this is just throwing money away. Throwing money away for safety. Now obviously, it's a big PR thing for these leagues. Okay, because if they let play continue, they let crowds be at the games, and it starts coming out that NBA players, NCAA players, whatever, are starting to get diagnosed with the disease, and they're spreading it to each other, and then it's spreading through the crowds. That is horrible PR for these leagues. That looks so bad on their part, and that just makes them look greedy, obviously, because they don't care about safety, they just care about the money, which is true. But they're also savvy PR people. That's their whole thing, right? Especially the NBA. Since Adam Silver's taken over, the NBA has been the A+ standard of how to handle PR, and that just shows. It just goes to show, right, that this is getting very serious. And like I said, it's only been 2 weeks since the first confirmed cases, and now we're at almost 2,000 confirmed cases. That's just confirmed. Now the disease, it's said that it takes about 5 to 14 days for any sort of symptoms to show up, right? So I could have it right now. Good. Completely plausible. And I wouldn't know. There's probably millions of people around the United States, around the world, who have the disease and they just don't know, right? Today I saw that another Utah Jazz player was diagnosed with a disease. He had no symptoms. Now, after the one player was diagnosed, anybody that's been into contact with him for the last week, 2 weeks, whatever, is required to take tests for the disease. Another player had it. He hadn't shown any symptoms yet. Now, think about this coronavirus, right? I think in some circles it kind of seems like people think it's a death sentence, and that is not true by any stretch of the imagination. About a 1% mortality rate. The mortalities are found basically exclusively in elderly people. Anybody under 40, you're good. You're going to recover. You're not going to die. Promise. But there is the people with pre-existing conditions. Okay, some sort of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, whatever it might be. There's a higher risk of fatality with a pre-existing condition. But I think what is scaring people, right, is just the speed, the rate at which it is spreading is insane. It does not feel real. Not feel real that it is happening this fast. Okay, now this just barely broke out in China less than 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. And since then, it is spread to every corner of the world. It is spread to every continent. It is everywhere. And like I said, it does not feel real to me. Now, what do I think is going to come of all this? Well, I don't know. I have no idea. Because I don't think most people expected it to be here this fast. You have an entire country in Italy in lockdown because of this disease. You have, emergency hospitals built in a matter of days in China just to handle the outbreak, right? And it's horrible, right? You see videos of doctors in China just completely losing it because of the stress. You know, there's videos of doctors screaming, saying they want to die, screaming at the top of their lungs that they want to die because of the stress. It doesn't feel real, you know, and I don't have much predictions to make here because I don't know what's going to happen. There's a good chance that we could have quarantines of whole cities, of whole states in a matter of weeks. And if that happens, I mean, hey, I have more time to make videos, right? But anyways, stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. You know, wear a mask if you feel the need, whatever it might be. Make sure you're stocked up. We've been stocking up here in my house. We got tons of stuff. Tons of dry foods, canned foods, water, toilet paper. Please, guys. Please get some fucking toilet paper right now. Stop watching the video, okay? I don't care. Pause the video. Go to the store. Buy some fucking toilet paper. Because there's a toilet paper epidemic going on out there. Not a lot left. But anyways, stay safe. Wash your hands. Whatever you need to do. And thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to keep up to date. Leave a like if you liked it. Let me know what you think of the election, the coronavirus, everything I talked about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.